Esther's Reboot Challenge, Day 46, page 204. I was familiar with the concept of sprint planning that Jung-un introduced to me because in the winter of 2019, I had visited Seattle and interviewed Jake Knapp and John Zeratsky, co-authors of the book Sprint, which explained the sprint technique. When you have a team of fewer than 7 people whose mission is to efficiently resolve a difficult project within a short time, have them focus on that project for 5 working days, and then generate the result of the project. This is called sprint. Jung-un told me about various examples of small startups that had used the sprint technique. She said that messenger programs for work, such as Slack and a hotel room service robot, Relay, were also created using this sprint approach. Jung-un stressed that what was most needed for the success of MKYU was creating a team of excellent experts. She introduced me to young women in their 30s who were acclaimed as the best in their fields, and we are sharing ideas while constantly communicating through Messenger. I learned a lot from watching Jung-un connecting experts online and offline to come up with ideas and grow fast together. I also found out that their way of working was to achieve fast growth by sharing, without agitation, the content that they possessed. They were open sources that shared their knowledge with developers around the world. I was not familiar with their way, but they were cool and wonderful. Jung-un is more than 10 years my junior, but she has already lived not once, but several times. The future that I want to have 10 years from now. She works in ways that make me envious, and she utilizes digital technology as routinely as breathing, which I wish I could do. Thanks to Jung-un, I think I'm getting closer to becoming what she is now. There's nothing more precious than learning from people. The people whose daily lives are the future you want. Those are the people that you need to seek out and meet. They are the people who will bring you closer to your dreams and future. Find people who make your heart race. There are a second kind of people you must meet, those who inspire you. These are the people who see a problem and think about all the fun that they will have solving it, instead of listing the reasons why it might be difficult or even impossible. That's exactly how it is with 2 young men I met recently. One of them is Byung-eun, who studied at a college in the United States, worked at Samsung, started his career as an Amazon seller, and has now developed a solid company called Bintorio. Another is Chang-hyun, who is Byung-eun's best friend and who has a unique resume. An elite student who, while studying at Columbia University in the United States, developed a near-obsessed interest in the problem of Korea's English education system. Upon returning to Korea, he founded a startup called Homegrown Native to find solutions to problems in this area. To these 2 young men, there is no boundary between work and life, and since meeting them on business matters, they have become my constant muses and inspirations, and my heart always races when I talk with them about business. I expected my first meeting with them to last about an hour. We ended up talking for more than five, while talking about marketing, global stores, digital solutions, millennials' dreams, startups, marriage, romance, Korea, and anything else. Our conversation flowed effortlessly. We changed options and personal stories, raised questions, and answered them. Honestly, it was the first passionate and refreshing conversation that I had had in a long time. They were more than 20 years my junior, and they grew up while watching things that I've never watched and lived through times that I've never experienced myself. Their brains were already digitally structured. Besides, they had easy access to global business because they'd lived overseas for years. For many years, my conversation partners were mostly my employees, and we had fun spontaneously exchanging ideas with another, with one another. But these days, I hardly get any response from them because our company has been expanding its business lines so much that they know that they will be put in charge of something if they bring it up. But these two young men were difficult. They had no problem speaking up to express their options because they were talking about someone else's business. When I told them about my business problems, their eyes sparkled and they began drawing and writing in their notebooks. We developed the idea together while giving spontaneous presentations on the spot. We must have created a dozen business items while chatting for 5 hours. Afterward, I felt as though I had read at least 20 books. I realized that often having a conversation with people who have both passion and content can result in the most learning in the shortest time. When you are connected with people who inspire you and make your heart race over your business, you are destined to grow fast. Colorless and scentless books and information cannot give you such instantaneous and spontaneous inspiration. Just look around, and you'll find good people who can inspire you. You have only overlooked them up until now because for all these years, you've never been desperate enough to look for them. When you become a new learner, you start noticing the kind of people that you need. Meet people from different industries. The third kind of people you should connect with are those who work in different industries than you. When you are with people whom you have known well for a long time, you have a lot in common with them, including what you know and what you don't know. Thank you.